My name is Daradics, and it's great to be back here in Santa Barbara. I actually went to school here at UCSB as an undergrad, and it was the best 8 years of my life. No, I'm just kidding. It was only 7. Learning is being reminded of the facts you already know to be true. I'm here to remind you of something that you already know. So as we reach forward to new heights and progress in this flat and shrinking world, don't climb. Be a connector and watch what happens to the environment around you. So what do I mean? Climbers think vertical and connectors think horizontal. Connectors are interested in going where the people are and who's in the journey. They are relational. They're focused on building a bridge. Climbers, on the other hand, are focused on building a ladder. And some of what I really admire about connectors is they're always looking for the win-win. Connectors are into partnerships, collectives, collaboration. Climbers want to stand alone and are run by ego and a zero-sum game. And it was funny, I was just on the drive up here from Los Angeles speaking with my brother on the phone, and he's on this kind of soul-searching trip, and he was in New York City looking at the bowl on Wall Street while we were kind of going through this, and it just kind of was a real interesting mental picture thinking about the vertical and horizontal, especially in the light of some of the news in the last couple days. And I guess, you know, it's really interesting to think that connectors breathe life into their environments while the climber, in my experience, often sucks it out. So if you want to expand your space, then connect. And these connections create a sort of atomic reaction that sparks creativity, innovation, and the inspired environments that will allow the effect you wish to create to naturally thrive. So putting yourself inside these sort of inspired environments helps best answer some of life's key questions. For example, you know, what do you want to be? What do we want to be when we grow up? Who do we want to marry? Who do we want to be friends with? And where do we want to work and live? These are all design questions. So I encourage you, all of us, this is for myself as well, to go in and find these inspired environments. You know, make it your mission. Make this the adventure. And when you find them, please inspire others by sharing generously. And then rinse and repeat. I think we'd all agree that innovation and progress surely doesn't happen in a vacuum. We're here at the campus and we see this sort of thing, you know, we're here at TED, you guys get this. And what occurs to me is the paradox that in this flat and shrinking world, how critical our real life relationships and networks are more than ever. They're the lifeblood of our human experience. Like take Michael Jordan, for example. Michael says that his talent could win a ball game at times, but he understood that it was through teamwork that he could win championships. So here you have the greatest basketball player on the face of the earth, by his own admission, saying, "In team we trust." And so if you want to win championships, if you want to be successful, you have to find the team, the inspired environment. I've been studying this particular scholar recently has captured my imagination, a gentleman named Richard Florida, and he's written some pretty remarkable books. He has a new one coming out in a few weeks called The Great Reset. And I encourage you to check out some of the websites, to creativeclass.com and Who's Your City, and there's some fascinating data maps that he's put together that kind of highlight some of these you know, ideas. And one of the notion is that globalization is not just flattening the world, but on the contrary, the world is spiky. And Mr. Florida says that place is becoming more relevant to the global economy and our individual lives. And the choice where we live, therefore, is not arbitrary. It's arguably the most important decision we make, as important as choosing a spouse, a career, and in fact, place exerts a powerful influence over the jobs and the careers that we have access to. I mean, this is interesting just being here. UCSB is one of the most renowned geography departments, and you know, Esri's sponsoring this, and we're talking about Creative Commons, so it's, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of value for the folks that are watching at home, or online. But there's something that in this place right here that it's a chemical reaction where the kind of the innovation happens. This is really exciting to be able to be a part of this. And even in my own life, when I take a look at where I've really been energized, and I look back, and it's always been in the context of being around people that breathe life into me. I mean, that's what inspired is, to breathe into. And when I look, I've recently come out of actually a pretty dark period in my life, and I've made some pretty radical changes as far as where I moved and who I was hanging out with, and even the career and the vocation that I was pursuing. And all, again, when I kind of come to a realization, it all comes back to kind of the place and the environment that I've put myself in. So in closing, I encourage all of us to take notice in the next few weeks. Are your relationships and physical environments breathing life into you? If not, then I encourage you to go and expose yourself to more of whatever it is that you want to be. And go to those places, meet those people, and watch the magic happen. Thanks so much.